Solvete omnes, hodie legamus fortuna crudelis, et respondemus ad interrogationes, ad paginam centum trigenta octo. That is, turn to page 138. We're reading Fortuna Crudelis, and I hope we can answer questions 1 through 7 as we go. So I want you to read with me, and we're going to read about half the story. We're going to go through about line 17. And as we go, I want you to answer the questions on page 139. So please open to 138 if you're not there yet, and we will translate together. Barbilus uxorem fidelem filiumque optimum habebat. So Barbilus habebat had an uxorem, not just an uxorem, but an uxorem fidelem. So he had the best sort of wife, that is, a faithful wife, and optimum filium, and the best sort of son. Now, Plotina, the uxor Barbili, erat femina placida, quae domi manebat contenta. So Plotina, who was the wife of Barbilus, was sort of a peaceful woman. She was a placid woman, a peaceful woman, who stayed at home, and she was content. She was contenta. Rufus filius eorum erat juvenis impiger. So Rufus, their son, was a lively fellow. Ad palaestram cum amicis saepe adibat, in desertis bestias feroces agitare solebat. Whoa, that's crazy, Rufus. All right, so it looks like he went to the palaestram with his buddies. The palaestra was the wrestling arena or the boxing arena, whatever you want to call it, the exercise area. And he also went, and he was accustomed to agitare, to hunt wild beasties in the desert. Sorry, ferocious beasties, feroces bestias, in the desert. So he went to a couple of places, and those couple of places that he went to help us to answer number 2. Let me backtrack just a little bit. For number 1, we're told about Plotina's character. Hopefully you guys saw some really nice adjectives about her, placida and contenta. Placida and contenta. Those should be really helpful in answering number 1. And then number 3, we're going to look at what sort of relationship he and his parents have. So please look for that in lines 5 and 6, which is where we're at. Sometimes, aliquando, sicut alii juvenes contentiones cum parentibus habebat, sed parentes rufi eiu maxime amabant et ille eos. Oh, that's so sweet. So sometimes, just like other fellows, he had contentiones with his parents. All right, so contentiones, I'm going to let you guys translate that. That'll be helpful when you're answering number 3. But the parents of Rufus amabanted him. I bet you know what that means. The greatest, or very much. And he amabated them. So I'll let you translate that as well, but that'll help you with number 3. Number 4 is, what was Eupor doing in Alexandria? Let's just see. Let's read some more. Line 7. Among his buddies, among the buddies of Rufus was a fellow from Athens called Eupor. This Eupor had come to the city of Alexandria, Urbem Alexandriam, et medicinae studebat, and he was studying medicine. Very often he visited Barbilus's house. And finally, he returned to the city of Athens, where he was practicing the art of medicine. So this is Eupor, who came, I think you probably caught in there, if you're paying close attention, why he was there in Alexandria. And then number 5, we wonder why, when Eupor wrote his letter and what was in the letter. So we're about to get to that. Let's just see what happens. Eupor soon scripsited an epistulum. What do you know? Scripsit epistulum, and in which he invited rufum parentesque ad nuptias suas. What are nuptias suas? Very interesting. Those are actually glossed on the side of your page on page 138. Nuptias, we get the word nuptial from that in English. So astute readers, I bet you can figure that one out. Okay, and so he invited them somewhere. And who was it he invited, do you think? Probably rufum parentesque. Oh, did you just give us an answer, Mr. Licky? Well, sort of. I sort of did. Yes, you're welcome very much. And then we see here in why did, number 6, why did Barbilius ask for the opinion of his astrologer? This is lines 12 through 14. Let's just see what happens. Rufus ad Graeciam ire valde cupiebat, sed Barbilius navigare timebat, quod hiems iam apropinquabat. So Rufus wanted, so badly, Walde, so badly, he really, really, really wanted to go, Walde. Wanted to go to Greece, just like we all do. Don't we all want to go to Greece? Sure. So I really, really, really want to go to Greece, but look at that said. But Barbilius was afraid to sail because winter is now approaching. These are things we don't always think about. We don't think, well, it's winter, we can't sail. Why don't we think of that? Because we live in Kansas, so we don't have to think about that. All right. But winter was now approaching, and so he summoned his astrologum, and he asked him his sententiam. So that's going to help you to answer number 6. Why did Barbilius ask for the opinion of his astrologer? He asked for his sententiam, his opinion. Astrologus postquam diu cogitavit Rufo parentibusque responsum dedit. So the astrologer, after he thought about it, for a really long time, then he finally gave a response. To whom? Rufo parentibusque. There you go. And what's his reply here? Let's look at line 16 and 17. You are suscipitis, you're undertaking a periculosum rem, some sort of a thing, a periculosum rem. Remember that periculum is my middle name. Maybe that'll help you. I think maybe so. That's a nice hint. Periculum is my middle name. So you're undertaking a periculosum thing. The moon is already entering Scorpio, which means that it's a bad time of year for such a thing. Tutius est vobis domi manere. And I think that's really the message, isn't it? I think that's the message that we all want. So this is something that I think you guys should really pay attention to. Really think about this as you look at what's going on here in our world. Tutius est vobis domi manere. Tutius est vobis domi manere. And after all, folks, that is the message that we're all getting here from the Surgeon General, from our governor, from our president, even from local health officials. Tutius est vobis domi manere. And that's really, really nice. Really fitting. We might even call it apropos, okay, that we would have that message. And what do you think that means? It is safer for y'all to manere domi, to stay at the domi. All right, so there we go. I hope you're having a great time. Manere domi. Tutius vobis, tutius est vobis domi manere. Pax vobis cum. Oh, wait, sorry. Let me tell you your assignment. That is, please answer the questions 1 through 7 You may email those, of course, label them first, email those to Magister Gannon, or you can turn them in your packet. And 1 through 7 questions, 1 through 7 on page 139. All right. Walete omnes, pax vobis cum.